Gigantic news is the present moment. Group RH is turning on perhaps of their greatest part, and they're doing this while his own colleagues are purportedly requiring his terminating. Welcome to our Fame Reporter YouTube channel. And keeping in mind that the distributions that he weaponized, better believe it, they're being stopped endlessly. Presently, this is an enormous change from only a year prior where he was discussing RH. Individuals like RH is the ex and her PR, and they were underwriting him. All in all, up front. You can see it again and again. Presently, you and we will discuss this and considerably more today. What's more, this ought to be a wake-up call for anybody. When it's all said and done, at the present time, this man needs these partners. Well, the present moment he's conveying legitimate dangers, telling individuals you can't discuss this. He wants individuals revolving around the cart. Tragically for him, however, they don't uphold him like he upheld them. What's more, goodness, that makes amazing times. That makes amazing times, without a doubt. Okay. Thus, good day to all you fine people on this fine day. Coincidentally, I want to believe that you are doing phenomenally. So this is a story about Group RH turning on quite possibly of their greatest promoter. You can see Eve Barlow. That would be the sweetheart of RH, the individual that has run her PR. She's retweeting things that conflict with one. Dan Wootton. In the event that you don't know Dan Wootton, he is one of the first individuals from Group RH pursuing JD for more than 5.5 years, prompting the UK preliminary and proceeding to assault. Indeed, even with the US preliminary continuous, now he's confronting terminating. You can see this being accounted for by Confider. This is essential for the everyday male. While he loses everything, and keeping in mind that this is going on, he is being deserted. That is to say, pay attention to this here. Quote, a few staff members at the Everyday Mail have encouraged administration to fire reporter Dan Wootton following disclosures about his corrupt twofold life. Wootton, whose 2 times week after week section hasn't showed up in that frame of mind since June 29. So we're discussing one of his 2 significant things that have been locked out for more than a month. Stands blamed for making sham internet-based personalities to deceive and pay off men into sending him. Definitely, how about we simply say compromising pictures? He is generally castigated across the Mail, and staff are trusting he is bulleted very soon. One Mail insider asserted to Confider everybody is trusting Mail administration throw him out, and he at absolutely no point in the future adds to the Everyday Mail. Presently Group RH turning on him right currently couldn't come at a more terrible time. All in all, he could utilize a profit from venture speculation that discussions to the Tune In and Accept group, and he contributed a lot, and he did it with articles very much like this here. Well, pay attention to what he needed to say. Furthermore, he's not simply pursuing a JD to cite JD isn't a survivor of drop culture. He went through years attempting to drop RH and me. You notice how he hurls himself in there? This joke of a preliminary is intended to demolish his ex, yet will not eradicate the cursing decisions against him. My new Mail Online segment, you realize a similar spot right now that is calling for him to be terminated, the very place that RH and her group are supporting as they shut down this section. Better believe it, and look here. He supported him straight. He said with this, and for those profound heads once more, anybody that needs proof-based rehearses, evidently you're a DP head, as per him, expressing gratitude toward. You've harassed me into quietness. Goodness, heck, no. I've recently gotten down on you. Additionally, thank you to Eve Barlow. What's more, you can see Eve Barlow. She's like, goodness, we love you, Dan, we love you to such an extent. She supports him here as well. Gracious, thank you to Dan Wootton for this piece and for requesting that I remark. Additionally, you can see on this post here from Eve Barlow. Definitely, lies, terrorizing, savaging. Much obliged to you to Dan Wootton for correspondingly declining to be quiet. Presently Wootton knows that Group RH and the Tune In and Accept swarm goodness, they have turned on him, and they have turned on him openly. That is the reason he has done a turnaround. Presently he is calling for fair treatment. He is saying, gracious, the current status online entertainment express that he made. Incidentally, this is off base. At the end of the day, pay attention to his invitation to battle. What's more, I find this unexpected on the grounds that, once more, the very individuals he embraced, they turned on him and presently he believes different people should back him. Quote, "We should retaliate against the present status of virtual entertainment where any claim can be made trying to get somebody on the right dropped. What's more, protecting yourself is inconceivable. This is even the situation when they have guaranteed that I have taken part in crime, when I have never been captured, talked with or charged in regard of any of the claims against me or hurried to judgment before fair treatment. On account of facilitated dim powers and online pop-ups is obliterating a vote-based system. I won't permit myself to be dropped in view of untruths and will vivaciously battle to shield myself." Presently, group turning on him right currently is desperate to why? Since you can perceive that Dan Wootton, he realizes he is in the battle for his life to the point that the day-to-day mail they've closed down his segment as well as obviously they are ghosting any spot for remarks and that is exactly the same thing on his earlier businesses, The Sun. The Sun they have had a few claims against them, as well. Big time ones. Definitely, they aren't answering any other person. He's been employing lawyers. He obviously got one, could have done without how they took care of it, got another, which that is not uplifting news. I mean this is being accounted for by Confider too. Wootton has been utilizing a protection law office. You can see it recorded here, the LLP, to send startling sounding lawful letters to news sources, including counsel asking about the story that says any spot that is discussing it, any spot that is attempting to get a remark, he's most likely sending them dangers and quitted Confider. However, they have discovered that this LLP, they are done addressing the previous top Murdoch proofreader. After Confider contacted Wootton for a remark on Monday about the situation with his work with the day-to-day mail. So they're asking, hello, would you say you are as yet utilized here? He guided us to his lawyer, the upgraded one, Donald Bailey from Griffin Regulation. Furthermore, how can he answer? Indeed, he answers expeditiously by sending a 3-page lawful string. Presently, I need to make it clear I don't accept charges altogether. Well, I have confidence in proof-based rehearses. You have Dan Wootton, however he didn't trust in that. He generally said claim that rises to validation. That is proof of responsibility. No doubt about it, he really wants a portion of individuals that he remained with saying others are blameworthy to say he's guiltless. However, well, does it sort out like that? Does it in any case? Let me in on your opinion on this. What's more, as usual, appreciate the hell out of you. You make this stuff work. Much obliged to you. Can't say adequately that. Need to assist the divert joins are in the portrayal. Going to end here. Expressing gratitude toward you once more.